jacket. I'm going to get my hair cut. And all done. Today's vlog is going to be a story time. Every year around Halloween, I think about this one story from when I was a kid. It's the best Halloween story ever. Now, to fully understand this story, it's going to need some context. As a little kid, my father's father, my grandfather, he thought it was funny to scare me, like hiding in closets, jumping out and screaming at me. And maybe that would have been traumatic for other kids, but for me, it was one of those factors that contributed to me developing a sick, twisted sense of humor. So this went on for years, from the time I was a toddler, right around the time that I was old enough to get revenge. So this specific Halloween that I'm talking about, I was in elementary school, and my mom and dad would take us shopping for a costume that we could wear to school. But this year, this specific Halloween, I had a plan. Now, I picked out a Batman costume. It was a full onesie cotton jumpsuit. It came with a cape and a mask. I wore it to school that day, but after school, it was time to put my plan into motion. I took the costume off and then stuffed the jumpsuit with pine straw. I attached gloves for hands, shoes for feet. Then I needed a head. Now my Nana, who wears wigs, she'd given us a styrofoam head to play with. So it was perfect. I attached it to the dummy, put the mask on, and the cape. Then I took a fishing reel that my grandparents had given me, and I attached a weight to the end and then threw it over the branch of a tree. Then I attached the end of that to my homemade dummy and reeled it up into the tree. When I pressed the cast button, the line would release and the Halloween dummy would drop. Can you see where this is going? Now, I knew that my grandparents were coming over later that afternoon, and I was prepared. I even had my brother and sister stationed as lookouts. As they pulled into the driveway, I had my Halloween dummy hoisted up into the tree. And right as they pulled into the driveway, I released the dummy, it dropped, it hit the car, and they must have thought that they hit a kid going trick-or-treating, because the car kept going to the end of the driveway, barreling into the yard, and could see them screaming. You'd think I would have gotten in trouble for this. But I didn't. My grandfather gets out of the car, my grandmother gets out of the car, they're yelling and screaming, they're mad, and they're demanding that my parents punish me. And my dad is laughing. And I remember him saying, maybe you shouldn't have scared him all these years. He got you back. And that is my best Halloween story ever.